All right, so my next project is going to be to take one of these MP cars. I got one more body. I had a couple, but they're always broke. They're always missing either one of the LEDs, and they're not LEDs, the lights that are glued in, or both of them. Generally, they're missing the windshield too, and both side pipes. Sometimes a bumper, the back one. This one was in pretty good shape, and it has one. I've been hunting for scraps, but anytime you see them on eBay lately, they are quite expensive because people think they're worth something because they came from the A-Team set, although they're just U-turn cars. Used to get them for $5 or $10, a ways back. I've gotten a lot of the U-turn cars in sets for $20, $30, and usually the little bridge rectifier in there, because they go forward even after they whoop around and reverse. But the A-Team set had 2 double jumps and barrels and stuff, so it was designed to harm the cars, and they did a pretty good job. I mean, kids, yeah. Well, I haven't owned that set as a kid, but I've messed with it, and I've been messing with cars since I can't even remember when I started. But all my children grew up playing Tycos and AFXs with me. So I've been doing this a real long time and have far more cars than any grown man should have. But what I'm planning on doing, I have a junk body with no windshield. I'm gonna take one of these. You see these on eBay around 20 or 30 bucks now. They say it was a car that was never produced. That's not true. That body came off of the same U-turn right here that came with the Race and Chase set. I've seen plenty of them. It would either come with, you'd get one with that, or you'd get the white Fire Chief. The white Fire Chief, you hardly ever see them, but it's a U-turn car. I think there's a red one too. I've never seen it. And then, but that body was produced in a couple variations too. This one is a HPE, or this one's on a U-turn. That's on the wrong chassis. I didn't even notice that. This one does not make noise and the lights don't light. It's normally on, I think, an HP7 chassis. I might have swapped them out at some point in time because there's no wires connecting to the body. But you can tell the difference because of the hood decal. And this one's got square headlights. But they also made the round ones like this on this body. And I don't know what chassis that was on. I think the side stickers are different too. Yeah, they are a little different. But so there's a lot of variations of that car that they say was never produced, but they were produced in an abundance. But what I like to do, you tear this siren, the blinky unit out of there, and you could put it in another vehicle. Like, you could put it in a jam car body, although I don't know why you'd want to, unless you painted it something else. But these things, I use them for scraps to drill pilot holes if I want to modify, and use the windshield pieces. I'll break them up and use the windshield pieces to re-glue some stuff in to the modified MP. But that didn't. You can find these jam cars all day long. They're usually in junk body lots, either on their own or as a whole car. But I got a bunch of those TCRs bodies too. I had tons of those. You could get them $2 or $3 a long way back, but I ain't seen them that cheap in a while, and I don't see why anybody'd want one. I have a couple of TCR tracks, but they're a pain in the butt to keep running, so they're not worth the effort. But like I said, so that's my next project, is turn an MP vehicle, because I see a lot of people complaining about all the Auto World cars and AFXs that the lights don't work, but Tyco's been doing it since the 80s. I think these are from around 80, 81. I know one of them I've had a very long time. And it's probably the one that I changed the chassis on. I put one of the U-turn bodies on an HP7. All you got to do is solder the wires on, get the red on the driver's side, and it'll work. But if you reverse it, the car will just back up. The lights won't work. It does. They are diodes, so they only run in one direction. You know, the other options are these, but these already have flashing units in it, and they're always problematic. All of mine work. I've got a couple, but this one has a peg hole for the backup function, which I just listed the whole conversion kit with one of these, and they come with a blazing brakes where the taillights come on when you do the action button. But this is one of the early ones that doesn't have the colored lights. This one's very old, been in the collection a long time. As a matter of fact, I had a broken body. I think I replaced one of the bumpers. I still got pieces from that body. As a matter of fact, I might fetch the siren off for the MP project. But MP cars don't come with side windows. So I'll be, like I said, I'll be chopping up windshields out of one of these jam cars. And the holes for that jam car holes are exactly the same as these light assemblies. So you can use the top of that as I've done it before. I can't remember what it was, but I'll have to look around, see how many more of these. That might be the only blank body I got left. But I did have a couple of the flashing units. See, the U-turn ones have that siren in there too. And this car does not. And there's one that does, the lights, it looks just like this, but the lights do flash, but no siren. So there are a lot of variations in those. You find them in junk box parts, it's usually good. These little radar guns are always missing off of these. This one's missing. Need to see if I can find another one. But I also have the possibility of something like that. That's got potential. It may be close enough. Well, maybe not. Not without some body filler. That's one of them Screecher funny cars. You find those pretty cheap. Oh, and that would be a good one, except they're super rare. I've owned this one, I don't know, 10, 20 years. And I don't even remember where I got it. I'm pretty sure it's on the wrong chassis. I think it had a HP7 originally, but I changed out. Oh, that is a HP7. I changed the wheels. Did not have those yellow wheels on it. But this one's hard to find, and those other emergency vans too. I hardly ever see them. If I see them, they'll be the AFX variety. So, but that's the next HO Tyco project. I have plenty of Tyco pieces, so I can usually make that happen. And I'll show you the progress as I get there. Anybody knows where I got to find some of these little glue-on LEDs or seen any of them bodies around, let me know. All right, y'all. We'll talk to you later.